Ever wondered how many neurons your brain hold? Or perhaps how much energy it uses? Well, you've come to the right place. We're about to embark on a fascinating journey, exploring 10 mind-blowing facts about our brains. From the astonishing number of neurons it houses to the incredible amount of energy it consumes. Facts that will not only amaze you, but also give you a newfound appreciation for this remarkable organ. So, are you ready? Prepare to be amazed as we delve into the captivating world of neuroscience. Did you know your brain is home to approximately 86 billion neurons? Quite a staggering figure, isn't it? These neurons are the fundamental units of the brain and nervous system, the little conductors of the symphony that is our cognition. Each of these neurons is tirelessly at work, transmitting information to other neurons through as many as 7,000 synaptic connections. Imagine this: every thought, every emotion, every memory, every sensation, every move you make. All of it is the result of the flow of information through these billions of neurons. It's a ceaseless orchestra of electrical activity that makes you, well, you. And here's something to put it all into perspective. The number of neurons in your brain is roughly equivalent to the number of stars in the Milky Way. That's right, you're carrying around a personal galaxy in your head. Now how's that for a mind-blowing fact? That's about the same number of stars in the Milky Way. Despite its small size, the brain guzzles up about 20% of your body's energy. Now, you might find this surprising, but it's true. The brain, which only makes up about 2% of our body weight, is a real energy hog. It's always on, always working, always processing. Whether you're solving a complex mathematical problem, dreaming about your next vacation, or simply breathing, your brain is hard at work. This ceaseless activity requires fuel, and that fuel comes in the form of glucose. The brain uses over half of the glucose energy in the human body. It's a non-stop powerhouse that keeps our bodies functioning, our minds active, and our hearts beating. It's like a supercomputer that never goes into sleep mode. So the next time you're feeling mentally exhausted, remember your brain is doing the heavy lifting, consuming energy at a rate that's proportionally 10 times that of the rest of your body. That's like powering a low-wattage LED light bulb. The brain, astonishingly, only weighs about 3 pounds. It's a small fraction of our total body weight, yet it holds immense power and responsibility. This 3-pound marvel, roughly the weight of a bag of sugar, is an intricate network of neurons, coordinating our every thought, action, and feeling. Despite its lightweight nature, the brain consumes approximately 20% of our body's energy to function. This energy fuels the brain's complex tasks, from regulating our heartbeats to solving a math problem. It's a master multitasker, handling thousands of operations simultaneously while maintaining a weight that's manageable for our necks and heads. The brain's weight, however, doesn't measure its capacity. It's not about the size or the weight, but the intricate network of neurons and the brain's powerful functionality that truly matter. So, while it may only weigh as much as a small bag of sugar, it's brimming with a sweet intellectual power that oversees our every move. Lightweight, yet it's the boss of the body. Information zips across neurons at speeds of up to 270 miles per hour. Now let's take a moment to truly appreciate the breathtaking speed of our brain's operations. This astonishing pace is comparable to the maximum speed of some of the fastest cars in the world. Imagine this: your brain is like a bustling city, with trillions of neurons serving as the city's inhabitants, each one constantly communicating with its neighbors. These messages whiz across the neural network, allowing us to perceive, think, and react in the blink of an eye. This speed is crucial for our survival. It's what allows us to quickly pull our hand away from a hot stove, or to jump out of the way of an oncoming car. It's what enables us to make split-second decisions, to respond to stimuli, and to interact with the world around us. And how does the brain achieve such speed? It's all down to the specialized structures and the electrical and chemical signals they use. That's faster than a race car! Surprisingly, the brain itself cannot feel pain. This might sound counterintuitive, considering the brain is the organ that processes sensory information, including the sensation of pain. However, the brain itself is devoid of pain receptors, known as nociceptors. These specialized nerve endings are responsible for sensing pain stimuli and are found throughout the body, but not in the brain. This peculiar characteristic of the brain has profound implications. For instance, it allows neurosurgeons to perform brain surgeries on conscious patients. These procedures, known as awake craniotomies, enable doctors to interact with patients, asking them to perform tasks to ensure vital brain functions are preserved during the operation. It's a fascinating paradox, isn't it? The brain, the organ that interprets and processes pain, is itself immune to it. It's like the conductor of an orchestra who can direct every instrument but cannot hear the music. That's why brain surgery can be performed on a conscious patient. The brain is incredibly adaptable, a characteristic known as plasticity. Imagine a city where roads are constantly changing, being created, rerouted, or even closed. That's your brain. It's a bustling metropolis of neural pathways, ever-changing and adapting to your experiences. Brain plasticity, also known as neuroplasticity, is the brain's extraordinary ability to modify its own structure and function following changes within the body or in the external environment. It's like the brain's own version of a GPS, constantly adjusting and finding new routes. This is why we can learn new skills, adapt to different environments, and recover from brain injuries. When we learn something new, our brain changes. Connections between neurons can get stronger or weaker, or new connections can be made. And here's the real kicker. This doesn't just happen when we're young. Brain plasticity occurs throughout our lifetime. So, whether you're 7 or 70, your brain is continuously evolving and reshaping. Your brain can rewire itself. How cool is that? Most of your brain's activity is unconscious. That's right. Your brain is like a sophisticated supercomputer running complex programs in the background while you're completely oblivious to it. Imagine, your heart is beating, your lungs are breathing, your body temperature is being regulated, and countless other functions are being controlled, all without you having to consciously think about them. This is all thanks to the unconscious part of your brain. This hidden controller works tirelessly around the clock, making sure everything inside you works like a well-oiled machine. It's not just about physical functions either. The unconscious brain also plays a crucial role in processing emotions, memories, and even driving our instincts. It's like the unseen puppet master, pulling the strings behind the scenes of your life. Even when you're sleeping, your brain is still buzzing with activity, sorting through memories, processing emotions, and preparing for the next day. So remember, your brain is always hard at work, even when you're sleeping. Your brain continues to develop until your late 40s. Isn't that fascinating? While most of our physical growth is complete by the time we're in our 20s, our brains don't get that memo. They just keep growing, evolving, and adapting. This maturation process involves a lot more than just getting bigger. It's about fine-tuning the connections between neurons, optimizing our cognitive abilities, and enhancing our emotional intelligence. This process is called neuroplasticity, and it's one of the reasons we can learn new skills or change our behaviors throughout our lives. But it's not just about adding new connections. Sometimes the brain needs to prune away the unnecessary ones, a bit like a gardener trimming a tree. This streamlining process helps our brains to work more efficiently. So the next time you feel like you're too old to learn something new, remember this fact. Your brain is a work in progress for nearly half your life. Embrace the journey because the brain's power of growth and adaptation is truly remarkable. Your brain is about 75% water. Yes, that's right. This intricate organ, responsible for every thought, every emotion, and every memory you have, is mostly made up of good old H2O. This might be surprising to some, but water is an essential component of all bodily tissues, and the brain is no exception. The high water content of the brain is not just a random fact, but it plays a significant role in its function. Water helps deliver oxygen, which is crucial for brain function. It also assists in the removal of toxins and waste products. Moreover, water affects the brain's structure and functions, including concentration and cognition. A slight reduction in hydration can impact these functions, causing symptoms like fatigue, headaches, and lack of focus. So, next time you're feeling a bit sluggish or finding it hard to concentrate, remember this fact. A glass of water might just be what your brain needs. Stay hydrated for a happy brain. The brain's storage capacity is virtually unlimited. Now let's dive into this intriguing concept. Imagine the most extensive library you've ever seen, filled to the brim with books. Now multiply it 1,000 times. That's a modest comparison of your brain's memory capacity. It's estimated that the human brain can store around 1 quadrillion, that's 1,000,000 billion separate bits of information. This is equivalent to about 2.5 petabytes of digital storage. To put that in perspective, you would need to leave your television running continuously for around 300 years to use up that much storage. But it's not just about quantity, it's about quality too. Our brains have a remarkable ability to filter and prioritize information, focusing on what's important and discarding the rest. So, while we might not remember what we had for lunch last Tuesday, significant events, emotions, and knowledge are etched into our memory banks. Your brain is the ultimate hard drive. So, we've journeyed through the fascinating world of the brain. We've explored the neuron galaxy, marveled at the brain's energy consumption, weighed in on its mass, and clocked its impressive speed. We've discovered its lack of pain receptors, its amazing plasticity, and its subconscious activities. We've observed its development, its high water content, and its astounding memory capacity. The brain truly is an intricate marvel, isn't it?